with any of these solutions that are quick, if they're going to work, we really need to make sure that we've done some prep work. And so, what I'm thinking about is a lot of these easy 15-minute recipes for how to make this and how to make that. If you look at the 15-minute recipes, they may take 15 minutes to actually do the recipe, but if you look at the front end of it, usually there's some prep work. Usually you've got to have water boiling in a hot kettle, or usually you have to like buy pre-chopped veggies or whatever it is. Um, Anytime you see a solution that says it's quick, there's always some prep work. And so the same thing with like my 5-minute morning ritual. Some of the prep work that happens the night before. And so how I manage that, and my husband and I, we manage that together, is we take some time to try to resolve any sorts of issues or things that need to be talked about, need to be discussed, whether it's things with the kids, it's planning events with family. We try to make sure that we're on a stopping point with that, and we kind of putting a pin in whatever it is, even if we couldn't fully plan all of the things out in that moment, because it's just time for bed. So we'll do that the night before. And the other thing that we do the night before is try to make sure we end on a good note with just us. And so when I say a good note with just us, what I mean by that is the whole don't go to bed angry. Now, there are going to be some times you might be a little pissed with each other. That happens. That just happens as part of relationships. We're not all always agree with each other. We're not going to always be happy. But what not going to bed angry looks like for me is being at a place where, I can tell myself, I like this person. I like this person that I'm with. I may not always agree with him. We may not always see eye to eye, but I like him. I like him, and I know we're going to pick it back up in the morning. And so that's a place where I usually try to have some things in terms of my mindset in the morning is like, okay, we're at a place, we kind of know where we're at in terms of data, whether it's, how do we picking up this kid or navigating this, or who's walking the dog, or when's the dog getting a bath, or what's for dinner, or what have you, all the things, right? We're just at a good place of stopping point, so that we can easily pick back up in the morning. And I'm in a place where I can go to bed and say, I like this person. I like him. We're going to pick back up where we left off. I know we both have the same set of data in terms of when we need to pick up in the morning. And so that morning, I usually always try to make sure that I have good sleep. We prioritize our sleep. My husband is an alarm setter. I am not an alarm setting person. I do not like alarms. I want to wake up with the sun. I want to wake up just with my own body's natural clock. And so he'll set an alarm. I'm usually already up. Oh, when I say up, I'm awake by the time the alarm goes off. And so the alarm will go off. Um, he turns off the alarm. I'm already up. And one of the things that we do first thing that morning is we just usually take some time just to connect in the morning. And so sometimes very first thing, that's not necessarily a kiss, but sometimes that's just some basic skin to skin contact. And so skin to skin contact is something that for all those people out there who are parents, you're probably very familiar with that with your babies in terms of newborn babies, like putting them on your chest, having them just in their diaper, lay them on your body, just so that their nervous system has time connecting with your nervous system. Nobody's talking, but we're just allowing that time for the two bodies just to connect and regulate with each other. And so my husband and I take time for that every single morning, um, just to, again, the alarms have gone off. I'm already awake. He's getting up, or maybe he's half asleep, but sometimes he'll have his arm over, just where I am, or I'll have my arm over his, or some people are feet people. I've got a kid she's a foot person, so like foot touching or what have you, whatever feels good for both of your nervous systems, finding neutral parts of the body just to be able to touch bases with each other, whether it's hand holding. Like I said, my husband's usually in and out of sleep those first 5 minutes of the morning, and we'll usually greet each other with a kiss. and just saying good morning. And so that's part of my 5 minute ritual for starting off my morning in a way that helps me guard me against resentment in our relationship, and just helps our day start off well. And so I hope this was helpful for you. My name is Virginia. I'm a licensed mental health therapist, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.